Alright, welcome back to the next part of today's episode of Art Time, where today we are going to be shading and texturing in the background and finishing up the entire drawing. I wanted to do all this off camera because I'm tired, and I also wanted to try to get, some of the background a little bit more focused on. But, yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And now, with that being said, nonsense occurred. Remember how I said last part of this episode, where, okay, unless something were to occur, I should be able to get this, posted on a Sunday? Well, guess what? This motherfucker decides to try to get me to come in Saturday and Sunday to relieve one singular line. Now, you don't know what this particular instance is. You don't come in on Saturday or Sunday if it's one line if you are the reliever. And the only other thing I can think of is that this motherfucker is not going to come in on those days, which means he's deciding to give himself a weekend instead of me. Instead of doing the smart thing, which is letting two particular people who are already coming in do the relief. Yeah, that's right. I'm going right off the bat with the anger, the frustration, the nonsense. Well, I can tell you this much for a fact. I ain't going. I ain't coming in. Nope, I ain't coming in. Goddamn going to freaking have to waste like some points and sick days just to not have to be forced to do that shit for one freaking line, wasting 16 hours that could be spent better like creating and whatnot. But I did put up an overtime refusal, and I know somebody who asked if there was any overtime they can take. Well, they are in luck. I don't know how much they can take, but regardless, if they take it all or take some, I ain't coming in anyways. Hell no. Nope, I ain't coming in. There's no freaking way. I have more important things to do. I don't care what the hell you have to do for your goddamn weekend, but you could choose multiple other options that don't involve trying to screw me over. But nope, you chose the one that fucking screws me over. Don't get it. I just don't get people who are in fucking power. How funny it is that this occurs coincidentally as we make the 7th episode of Nova Guardians, aptly named Abusive Power. How funny is that? How funny? Well, don't matter. I ain't coming in. I know I have the what do you call it, points and sick days to spare. It's a fucking waste, but this is more important. I shouldn't have to waste it. Shouldn't have to waste anything. Should be more intelligent plays here. Should be smarter plays, but nope, these plays aren't smart. These plays would get yelled at by some soccer or football dad, probably soccer mom and football dad, because these plays are fucking terrible. Yep, these are terrible plays. Anyways, yeah, that's the nonsense that I had to deal with. Thinking about that all goddamn day, annoying as all hell. But I got a little bit more progress on the mapology instance done with, so that's good. Well, at the time this comes out, I should have way more progress. Well, it depends on if I'm doing Saturday or not, map a paint maze. Get the mapology done with a little bit more, because I think what I gotta do now is write up a script and then get a few 3D quote-unquote models and basically just cubes, what I've been doing in zones, for a few certain things. That part's easy. I just gotta wait until, I get more time. Anyways, I expect this particular part to be short, because we're just doing the shading, texturing, and then the shadows and all that stuff, the effects and whatnot. And that's it. That's where we're finished. That's where we will be finishing. At the very least, this means that we've gotten a significant amount of progress done with here. I was hoping that tonight I can work on the Mock Brain Horror Mature drawing, but I guess that wasn't going to be the case here. Considering how much effort I have to put into this, it makes sense, It makes sense. But hopefully we can get this done within a relatively quick fashion. I don't know. I'm uncertain. We are 5 minutes in. Means we got like around 2:20. So we'll see. We will see. For now, though, I got my own thing to have to be taken care of. So I'm going to just have to refuse it if ain't nobody be able to take it. The overtime. I got my plans and they're going to stick with it. No freaking way am I going to get screwed over because somebody just don't want me to fucking have a weekend. Freaking shitty timing as per fucking usual. When I have a very important thing to do. Not like I would have came in Sunday anyways. You kidding me? I don't care about the goddamn triple pay. I'm vaguely remembering, not assuming. Well, I'm kind of assuming and vaguely recalling. But no, I don't feel like it. I have free time that needs to be prioritized over frickin' money. And, yeah. I don't want to talk about all of that today. I want to try to go to something else and talk about something else. I still haven't figured out a name for this girl yet. I should have. Figured out something. But it's fine. We'll get something in mind at some point. I just don't know what. So, anywho's and wits. This is Thursday right now. They're recording this part Thursday. Which means that there is to be one more day left before we get all those videos recorded. I mean all of them. Don't care about the dang Saturdays. Nope. Not going to deal with it. I ain't dealing with it. I don't care what anyone else has to say. I ain't dealing with it. We're going to get that all that stuff recorded on Friday. And Saturday we're going to be working on other stuff. I don't know how long it'll take for me to get most stuff done with, but... Oh wait, this should technically be this, shouldn't it? But it shouldn't take us too long. I'm hoping at least. I don't know, we'll see. There's so much that I have to do. So much that I have to do. Yep. Are you inwards? Yeah, you are. I just need to double check real quick. Just needed to check real quick, see if I was right where I needed to be. God damn it. So anyways, yeah. I don't know what to talk about right now. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Mentally and physically. It's been an annoyance what we've been having to deal with the nonsense of news and whatnot. It's stupid. It is stupid. And the annoying thing is he did it once before. I ain't gonna name names, but he did it once before with a couple people who, there was only one line on that there Saturday. But he's like, nah, you gotta come in. Fucking bitch, the status quo, you're fucking it up. You're fucking up the status quo. How could you? God dang, learn that the status quo is freaking sacred over here. Everybody's just messing with it. Everybody's just coming in, fucking messing with shit. It's annoying. Incredibly annoying. I don't understand why. You haven't even been there for that long. Like a freaking, probably not even a year yet. Maybe close to a year, who knows? Trying to change the damn status quo? Unacceptable, man. Just unacceptable. Especially when there are smarter options that also saves the company money. Because it will cost the company a little bit extra cash for me to come in. But somebody signs it off, then they're still wasting money. There are better options. There are a million times better options. You decide to choose the one that ends up screwing up one person. And you've chose the wrong person. Nobody signed for that, which I think they're going to. You're going to find that there's not going to be a whole lot you can do when nobody's there to relieve. You hear me? Well, there is going to be somebody there to relieve. It's just somebody who's already having to come in and dealing with nonsense, which is coming in Saturday and Sunday. And I got that planned for another Saturday and Sunday, but I'm on a line this time, and it's 4. Instead of 1, that's getting constantly fucked over for these past 2 weeks, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. It makes no sense. Well, it don't matter. I shouldn't have to be concerned of that. But what kind of bullshit they gonna pull? Probably a lot. Hard to say, really. Could be a lot of bullshit. But this is grade A bullshit that they're trying to pull. Grade fucking A bullshit. I don't understand the reasons behind it outside of just spite or just trying to bring somebody down so that they can get back up. Stupid. It's fucking stupid. And I don't like it. And I will not accept it. I am still technically a teen in mind. So my mental thought process here is, well, you're trying to fuck me over, then I'll fuck you over back. Everybody else is taking it in strides, and I'm just like, no. No, fuck off. Fuck off, fuck you. This is not how things are going to go. There are better options. Man, this entire episode is going to be us talking about that shit. Because it's annoying. Right? It's been freaking echo chamber for the past 8 hours thinking about this bullshit. Pisses me off. Far beyond any reason. I'm already willing to waste a couple of freaking sick days or half a point or whatever. All just so I can get my weekend back. That was rudely taken away from me. Well, I'm getting it back anyways. I don't care. I've stopped caring. I shouldn't have to waste it. It's stupid. It is stupid indeed. Whoops, god fucking damn it. Why can't you just stop clicking on that shit? Now it's about freaking losing my mind with this bullshit job. I swear. It's not worth the mental stress and strain that it has when it comes to freaking potential surprise overtime. Why is it like that? I have no idea. Oh, I forgot the door. How did I forget the door? I'm distracted by my own rage. It's fine. Oh. Oh, wait. I got an idea. I was thinking maybe like indent going inwards. What if I did this instead? Oh yeah, that's right. You're not the same. You're double. You're both different doors. Alright, come on now. So anyways, that's my rage and nonsense with this place that we're in. How about yours? What nonsense have you been having to deal with at your workplace, I'm sure a lot. It seems like anybody in charge of anything seemed to make stupid decisions. Case in point, a lot of the billionaires are pretty much shooting themselves in the foot with all the fucking decisions that they've been making. What kind of mindset y'all's having? Man, I don't freaking know. Hard to say, really. They all seem to have a, pettiness mindset. I mean, yeah, sure. My pettiness resides in somebody trying to take away my free time. The stuff that I have been doing trying to work to getting out of this toxic job. But the others, their pettiness revolves around people mocking them on the internet. At this point, why do you care what random people on the internet think? If you get positive feedback, that's great. If you get negative feedback, well, it depends. Is it constructive? Is it, useful? Can you utilize this in a sentence? Survey says, well, I guess that's at Steve Harvey. Yep, no, we lost. Congratulations. So you happy now? Yeah, I don't freaking know. But yeah, the nonsense that most of these people in charge seem to do. I just don't get it. I don't get how they manage to reach that level of fame and fortune. And that fame doesn't even have to be freaking, fame for like infamy. Infame. Like famous and infamous. It's like fame and infame. No clue. And that's probably not a word. Or it is, but it doesn't sound like one. But yeah. You've heard about what Elon did when frickin' engineers, whoever the hell it was, the coding guys were like, explain to him why exactly his post didn't get as much as the president. I think it was the president. I don't know. He fired him. Pettiness caused him to fire him. Apparently there were some cousins as well, but I didn't really look too much into that situation. Yeah, that's the thing. Freaking rich people, most of them, seem to just have this default set personality that involves them doing the stupidest thing. Corporation people, I guess, but I guess rich and also accounts towards it as well. Firing somebody because it gives you a reasonable explanation? That's petty. Why the fuck is the world like that, you may ask? Makes you wonder what's going to happen if, for some reason, the economic value of the dollar reduces to 0. It's a possibility. But what would happen is the question. Would chaos ensue? Would the rich no longer be rich and powerful? What made them rich and powerful to begin with, you may ask? Hard question to answer. Is it just the money? Or was it something else? All in all, I feel like if you were to remove money, economic value, then they would lose their worth, especially the billionaires. There are some people, though, who, money isn't really that big of an issue. One person I can think of who would probably be fine if, for some reason, money was obsolete, everything was basically free and made automatically via machines, robots, and whatnot. There's one rich person that I know of that would be completely fine with that instance and would probably like it a lot because, you get what you need, what you want, without having to worry about, waiting for it because the robots get it done with like that. And that would be PewDiePie. Felix, who's like a vlogger now at this point. Mainly just doing, cool stuff in Japan. Living his best life. If money became obsolete and everything was made via, like, what's happening in Fade's universe, with the only currency being the e-coin, which is something that you get for drawing, making music, movies, TV shows, and there's no currency for living, getting food, or furnishing, except maybe the furnishing that are like designed in certain ways, and maybe that. Some form of economic values, but kept limited, extremely limited to where you don't need it to be able to live a healthy, happy life. You can pursue your goals. That's the kind of life that I want to live. And if life was like that here, cats will it, as in God wills it, but cats because I believe more in the realm of the cats than I do in freaking God, since his quote-unquote plan seems to be making me miserable every step of the way. Trying to escape reality through my own fantasies and creations. I may be the ROTC cat's quote-unquote God, creator, but I look up to them as the true gods of our universe. Because, cats. It kind of makes sense with cats being worshipped way back in Egypt. Way back in the olden days, the old times, the cats were the ones that were worshipped. Anyways, yeah. There are so many people out there that would probably prefer that particular style. Okay, I don't know if there's anything here that needs this. It's hard to tell with this fade. Oh, I see it. Alright, blackness. You saw that little thing there? Right there? It's fine. Darkness works perfectly. Can't really see that much anyway, so it's fine, I think. Yeah. The darkness there makes sense. So anyways, yeah. I want Luna to come to this universe, bring Earth over to her solar system, and then allow for a portal to connect our planet to her planet, and then I can go there and live a happy life instead of having to deal with this shit. Maybe at some point meet the realm of the cats. Go to the realm of the cats. Go to the Weird Factory. Enjoy that place. Just simply exit this freaking universe of ours and into one that's better, more happy, or preferable. Instead of having to be stuck within this freaking rut and these stupid freaking companies that constantly wants to enslave everybody and everything, except for the machines, apparently. And the freaking AI is going into arts is annoying because why do I get the funny feeling it's the company's like, well, we don't want people to have hobbies. They need to focus 100% on our company. Like the fucking greedy little shit stains that they are. At that point, if they try to get rid of all the hobbies and if they try to enslave everybody and increase work hours, why don't we all just riot? Right? Just riot. At that point, there's no point in living. There's no hobby. There's no happiness. All these assholes are trying to make us dull and sad. Why don't we just cause anarchy at that point? And just stick it to those fuckers and die trying. At that point, I'd rather die than have to be stuck within a vicious cycle constantly without any chances of getting out of it. It's probably what would have occurred in the olden days. The days where all the fucking assholes decided to keep people of color as slaves. If I was in their position, and I said this before and I'll say it again, I'd just kill every single person who was trying to enslave me and die in the process, probably. But I take as many as I can with me. And hopefully, just hopefully, my soul, the demon, comes out. And then it destroys those fuckers. Also, I think I did this backwards. How the fuck did I manage that? I don't even know if I... Okay, it's fine. I'll reverse these. That's where my thought process resides in that particular instance. These assholes. It makes me angry. Rage-inducing. The sheer and utter rage that I feel in the people who decides to try to enslave everybody pisses me off. Greater than anything. You know what? Violence might be the only option in an instance like that. Because if you're in a world where basically everything is ran and controlled by everything, might as well just go hog wild. Hog wild! Destroy anarchy! Gut the dumbasses who are trying to keep us in check. I feel like if anarchy were ever actually occurring, sheer chaos and destruction and mayhem comes up. I'm pretty sure that's when the demon's gonna come out and maybe all of humanity will go extinct. That seems like the most likely outcome. The demon, that monster that lives inside of me, trying to come out, wanting to extinct all life in the entire universe. I don't know what it is. It's just an unending, unyielding pool of rage and fury that's just building up over time. And it seems to keep getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. Sure, it's not healthy, and I guess talking to you guys probably help it out, despite the fact that I'm talking to literally nobody but myself. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. It works. It's somewhat the same. Maybe not exactly. But I don't exactly have time for therapy, nor the money to just expend on that. We finally gotten to a point where we can get name brand cereal. Cocoa Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch instead of the frickin' ShopRites and Walmarts and whatever other store brand cereals that are out there. Finally. Hopefully that stays like that, but who the hell knows? Maybe as a good sign means that the economy is probably starting to bounce back a bit. Or not. Or maybe we just finally got out of the rut and saved enough money to actually buy some stuff. Could be. I don't keep up with all that. I prefer to not deal with reality's nonsense. The hell? Matter of fact, the only... Whoa, fucking Christ. Alright, let me bring this down, because this stupid piece of shit doesn't want to fucking cooperate. The only freaking window to the outside reality... The only freaking window to the reality that I am willing to look into is from Internet Today. And I guess now Critical. We've been watching him as of recent, so yeah, there's that too. But I guess ETC is more full-on news-based, while he's like, whatever's on the internet. What kind of weird shit's on the internet today? Yep, that's where we're at right now. I prefer that. I prefer to stay in a fantasy world. Until reality decides to fucking kick itself in the balls and get out of the goddamn way, I prefer to stick in my fantasy worlds. It might not be healthy, but it's a hell of a lot healthier than having to deal with reality. Reality sucks. Yep, that's right. Reality fucking sucks. And I sometimes wish for it to cease. Sometimes. Maybe cease and my soul can go to the universes that I've created. And I can have fun there. Sure, the universes there probably have some problems as well. Because, you know, the portrait universe mostly mirrors ours. Although I would say the only major difference there is COVID doesn't exist. And that would be the preferred option. To eradicate an entire disease. Or virus. I don't know what it is. I think it's a virus. To eradicate it. So that it never had a chance of spreading. Yeah, that's right. I have the power to do that. So I might as well. Shoot, I balance it out by having monstrosities destroy universes. Although it's been a while since I've done that. Now that the messenger entity has been drawn, though, we will be able to get back into Reginald's Mockery cases again. All the demons on my list have drawn except for the ones that I made in the remake, and they're still Lament. Not Lament. Space Abyss. There's still the Space Abyss that I gotta do. That will take some time. Maybe not as much time. We'll see. But we're almost done with the Demon Realm stuff. Maybe I'll finish that up in March or something. No, I can't. It's gotta be in April. Never mind. I forgot March is already predetermined with Elementals Reborn's landscape and scenery drawing, alongside a mature landscape and scenery drawing. So I'll have to do it in April then. That's fine. That works for me. Anyways, yeah. Nonsense and bullshit. It's better to just escape into a fantasy world, at least for some times. Escape into the fantasy world, get brought back into reality, and think about our fantasy world until we get back to it. And then back to it again. Repeat the cycle until we escape this cycle, and then I can do something else. I guarantee you I'd be a million times happier if I can get to a point where I'm making money off my creations, whether that be through game development or my drawings. And I can live in my own house, big enough for the cat to roam around in, and have things be my own way. Living my own way. Not having to worry about getting up to a schedule, having to go to a place that I hate every day for 8 hours, potentially 12 because somebody decides to call out and you can't have another fucking system. No, that's not possible. And potentially having to worry about getting my weekends taken away because this fucking place is fucking full of bullshit. I'm gonna say fucking as much as I want to say fucking. Fucking. Yes, sirree. I'm angry. I'm angry because I ain't like this place. This place sucks. Any job sucks. All the jobs suck. Well, maybe not all the jobs. Although then again, I'd say game development would probably suck if you were working for a corporation. And they're like, yeah, you gotta get this done within like this many months. Although, I mean, at least if I were to, be working on that, I would have all the time I need to work on it. I assume that would be still the 8-hour instance, right? Yes, hopefully. In which case, yeah, I should be able to get most stuff done within the span of 8 hours. At least in game development, I would be trying to work a little bit more in terms of overtime. That's the only overtime I would accept in game development. I want to do it more with Paint Maze and try to get like an entire day of me working on that. But the only major issue here is this. Drawings. All the drawings that I gotta make. If I didn't have to worry about work, I can spend my 8 hours creating games. That's the idea. And of course, because of that, I would have still enough free time to be able to work on this. And plus, it doesn't even have to be exactly 8 hours. I work on it for as long as I want, get some of it done with, and then work on the next instance. If I did it like that, if I can get out of this goddamn job and do that, then game crafters will go by a hell of a lot quicker every game we make. Although, admittedly, I don't know if... It depends on the game. The next game that I want to make after Paint Maze is probably going to be extremely fast to get made. Maybe not extremely fast. It also depends on whether or not we have to deal with the job still. Like, I don't think we're going to actually be able to leave this job as soon as Paint Maze is done with. My Curse of Obscurity would not allow for it. But maybe, just maybe, if I can somehow get some big-named YouTubers to play it, just maybe, I might be able to get somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. To be honest with you, the Curse of Obscurity probably also stems from not being able to get into contact with certain YouTubers. There's like game recommendations, right? I could probably find a few. Not completely big time. It also helps if we get more people to play it in general so that the reviews can start coming in. Paint Maze is a simplistic game. I feel like it should be able to get decent reviews. And if I continue to work on it and optimizing it, it'll be a case of game well optimized. Lot to do, lot is optimal. You don't have to do every single level. You can complete the game in less than like maybe 80 levels or so, I think. In 16 or 7, 8, 9, around like 70, between 70 to 80. I don't know the exact number yet. Yeah, you can speed run the game in less than an hour. It's got some replayability to it, So hopefully. It's a simplistic game too. A game that can be played by everybody, with secrets and a lot of things to discover, and exploration too. That's kind of what I'm banking on with Paint Maze right now, is its exploration. We're getting close to getting done with the mapology, and we might or may not be done with it now. It depends, really. Because keep in mind, there is still a whole lot that we have to get done with. Mapology is close, but after that there's the music library, which will probably take a while to get set, and even more longer to get fully filled in because we're making music as we go along Zone Creations. The achievement should be easy. Getting at the save data to start fully working should be easy. Then optimizing the start menu by reducing it to one camera. Adding the voice line for the camera, adding a few voice lines. Get music done with for the levels. And then the menus. Maybe make some levels or save that for the videos. And most likely then, while we're doing that, we go on ahead and work on the grid space in, this instance right here. And then we move on to optimizing the zone. I'm talking about like off camera. On camera, we finish the zone, we get navigation, we get the UI, we get the pop-up menus. And I guess also off camera, I get the secret thing that pops up when you've activated it. You don't need to know what that is. Trust me, it's something that, you can fake probably, no, 0. You could probably take a wild guess as to this secret thing that I am probably coming up with at some point. And then after that, once I've tested to see if everything works, I gotta go back to fog. And hopefully everything pretty much is set. The levels, the music, all that stuff. Probably then work on the world map. At this point, we should have screenshotting figured out. Hopefully. Hopefully I can grab screenshots from the editor. I hope I can. I already selected that. What am I doing? And also, this is the wrong one. How did I do this in the wrong direction? It's fine. Once we figure that out, get the world map thing set up, get the plane, or the first zone showing in that. And once we've gotten that set up, we go on ahead off camera, test out, just like, well, first of all, test to see, like, if loading time is going to take a little bit while longer if all the stuff is loaded in. And then we run a test sequence, reduplicate the scene, off camera, of course. And then we create and destroy zones as, the camera moves throughout the entire sequence, because the camera is the main thing that shows everything. The player is just there as a mark to show where everything is while the camera follows the player. But you get the point. And then we check to see if, is there any lag? Is there any freaking, what do you call it? Is the loading a lot slower? All this stuff and more. Once we tested these all out, once we've done all that we needed to do to test all of that out, and we choose which one is the more preferable option, probably the create and destroy method, if I'm being honest, which is only really going to create and destroy the cosmetic-based stuff, so like the set grids, not the levels or the event stuff. That stuff stays consistently throughout the entire sequence. Once we've done that, then that's pretty much it. The demo, quote-unquote, would be made then. Once we test it out, like all the optimization instance, see what the thing looks like, get like a build going, then we're golden. I think after that, our next objective is off camera to make the music for the second zone while also building it on camera. Build it off camera as well once the music is made. Maybe build some levels. I'm not sure. And then we just keep doing that. Day in, day out. An hour a day. Maybe a couple of hours on camera. That's the idea. I could definitely get the zones like churned out in like less than a week if I focused all of my free time on it. Did you just toss up a piece of food? No, you're eating your dry food. You didn't toss it up. I guess I didn't see anything there. Hopefully. So yeah, despite the lengthy-ass process, my hope here is that I can get to the point where a quote-unquote demo would be able to be made somewhere towards the end of March. If not that, early to mid-April. It depends, really. But I'm taking my time with it. I want to optimize it as best as I can, figure out what I can do to make everything work perfectly. There goes the cat again, doing her nonsense once more. And then we just go on ahead and keep making all the zones, all the levels, all the music. Do everything we can to get close to getting this done with. Well, I guess it depends on where these things are. I guess I'll have this like this. So yeah, that's my plan. And my hope here is that we get to a point where we don't have to worry about the, what do you call it, too much. Hopefully. No clue how it's going to work. No clue how everything's going to go down. All I know is that right now the process is slow and sluggish. I should be able to get close to where I need to get to. You just gotta keep at it. Not lag behind. Slag behind. Why not say slag? I don't know why. So anyways, yeah, that's our plans. And I can't wait for that part, because once we make it to the part where all we're doing is building zones, levels, and music, then it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. There isn't too much that we have to worry about. Except for like making secrets, but those are relatively easy. The HUD UI is pretty much set. We'll make a new minimap every single time in sequence and whatnot. Make the zones, make a bunch of other stuff. It should be easy at that point. And if everything runs properly, we should be golden. Now, there could be some other things I need to do for, like, the project setting, which is likely. If I were to have to take a wild guess, there's probably a few things that I need to do. Good example is the anti-aliasing issue that I had fixed. Because apparently having it anti-aliased caused some of the text from the text UI to have lines on it. In areas where it didn't make any sense for there to be a line in. That's what I didn't get. That's what I still don't get. I don't understand why there were lines there in areas where lines weren't supposed to even be there. Apparently turning off anti-aliased fixed it. I don't understand the reason why exactly. Anti-aliased usually doesn't mean, oh, there's a line here where there isn't supposed to be a line. It means that it's supposed to kind of like this. It's supposed to look like this. But instead it's like, I don't know. At the angle we were at, I'm going to just do this real quick. I know I haven't finished the shadows, but I want to show you an example. It's kind of like this. Well, actually, no. It would be more so like, it was like doing that for some reason. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense why it did that. But it did. It did. I mean, you've seen it. If you went on ahead and saw the, previous episode, not this one, you will probably have noticed the lines when I showed you the Blockology progress. If not, well, it probably wasn't really that, as noticeable. But if you're in where I'm here and you look at it closer, you start to see like little lines starting to pop up in areas where it shouldn't have popped up. And that's where the issue resides. Thankfully, though, anti-aliasing was the reason for that to occur, and I turned it off. Paint Maze doesn't need anti-aliasing. It literally should be smooth as all hell. I wonder if that's going to help with the quality as well. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's see here. I'm thinking a nice golden appearance here would look good for most of this. Hard to say, really. Fog 1B. Also, I never grabbed this like this. Copy Fog 1C and whatnot. No, God, no. How about pink? Pink, but we change up some of the flow here to different colors. For instance, we have like red. Yeah, reddish here. Well, actually, couldn't I just go on ahead and do something like... it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. If I can grab everything I need to grab, it would be good. Stop scratching it. Don't you worry at me. You're scratching shit again. Boom. Well, this one depends, because I think the fog is going to be an issue. And that also is an issue. Well, I guess this didn't matter. Whatever, I'll just do it like this instead. It's fine. I don't notice. I can't notice. It's hard for me to notice. This is pink, though, right? I'm not sure. It's not as noticeable, but I guess I can have that here still. Alright, good. Great, there's the fog. Well, we're almost done. And that's good. What do I plan on doing after this? I am uncertain. I probably should set up plate up stuff. The recording for that. Yeah, I should be able to get that done with quickly. Well, I gotta figure out a good position to put the camera in now. Where do I plan on putting that? Alright, this one's gonna be interesting. Where do I want to do this? And also, is this the color that I want? Why can't you just fucking stop clicking that? It's annoying. And now this is probably off. Oh, it's about as placed where it needed to be placed. Hard to say. Yeah, get like a nice ray of light on this lady. I still find it ironic that the nonsense occurs at work while I am making an episode about somebody abusing their power. Albeit it's just coincidence because this is completely different. Shut up. Shut up. I'm smacking it now. And also this cat alone for the weekend twice over while she's in heat is going to be extremely annoying. I don't fucking think so. We're going to stay here on Saturday and Sunday. Shut up. The cat agrees, albeit more annoying. Shush. Yep. There's more. It's not over yet. No, there's more. You thought the light ray was finished here? Nah. I gotta be careful here because I don't want to go too far out. I think this one's gonna have like orange light and teal, what do you call it? And this one's probably gonna have like a light orange ray or something. Unless I can't see it, which is a possibility. How about a pink ray? Yeah, that could work, I guess. Alright, switch on over to the next set. The fires of the, what you call it? The fires of the dungeon shine brightly. Also gotta be, well, hold on, I can still delete some of the particles near the face at least. That way it's not completely in the way, right? Nuisance. You thought I was talking to you, didn't you? Well, I was, but I'm making you think I didn't. There we go. Alright, now for the shadow rays. I gotta say I'm liking the way this one's turning out. Better than the 6th episode. Although the 6th episode is interesting with the whole hiding from the creature and showing a little bit of the commander. Just like how this is showing a little bit of the commander. Although I guess this is technically, like I said, last part, technically the main story. This is part of the main story because it has something to do with the, the people, the supervisors, the the main antagonists of the series. And it makes sense that they're the main antagonist. The entire series builds up to these people here. And also builds up to the rookies fighting against them, trying to put their mark on the Nova Guardians. That's what it feels like. The old people fighting back the new people, really. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Nobody can work together, it seems. Whoops. At the end of the day, it's just nonsense. That's what it is. Nonsense. Nonsense indeed. I just don't get it. Do you understand, Cat? Of course you don't. You don't have to worry about any of this shit. You're as carefree as you can possibly be. Flinging your food all over the place. Flinging your litter all over the place. Something else about flinging. Yep, that's what you are, Cat. Yep, I know, Mama. It's tiring. You don't have to deal with it. Cadillac. Okay. We're now in the effects portion. Should be easy enough, right? Hey. Yes, indeed. The effects portion. I know where I want most of the effects to be. Nice light shining down. And this makes sense because of the position. Showing a scene of her confronting her sister. It is definitely interesting, the setup here, because it's like there's no darkness, there's no like sky, it's just interior. I guess technically episode 4 was kind of like that, now that I think about it. Although the sky there was more of a dome that has like a sky appearance. In a bunch of cities. Although I will say, it is nice to get to this particular point where essentially all of this, all the characters that we have here are pretty much drawn. We don't have to like show much of characters here. Bradford is in this episode. He is. But you don't see him here. But you've seen him before in episode 4. So you know what he looks like. So you can already imagine what he looks like. Simple as that, right? It's perfect. So now I can just show off the characters that I need to show. The only ones we haven't showed yet are the ones that are technically considered filler characters. And I guess the characters that she's going to be commanding are also going to be somewhat filler. Albeit probably really not that much. I don't know the best way to describe it. She's technically filler. She's unimportant. But the entirety of this is, consistent of these guys, which is continuing the main story of corporations bad. Corporations evil. At least most of them, anyways, but I can't count on my hands which ones are not evil. Could we say that Wendy's is not evil? They might have skeletons in her closet too. So we can't exactly, vouch that they would be good. Red eyes. Red glowing eyes in a dark dungeon. Probably gonna have some dark purple in here as well. I can't think of any corporation that's as good, or at the very least good for the consumer. Actually, yeah, that looks good. Stick with it. Stick with that. Well, I already got another yellow area, but maybe we can have one that's a bit brighter. Yes, sirree. Brightness all around. I could probably get some light orange area in. That seems like fun. Am I right? You know I'm right. Nice golden appearance. I guess we could probably get some more teal in here as well. Unless I want to try to get some more orange here or something. Nah. I think a nice teal... I forgot to do a thing here. A different shade of teal. What shade, you may ask? Brighter? Darker? Darker. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, isn't that just the same color as this, or is this one different? Well, let's see. It is a different teal. Although I do kind of like the teal being darker up there, so I'll use that. I'll use dual teal there. And we could probably just use the same dark blue area. I think this is the same one. If it's not the same one, then it's fine. It could be a little different. What about light blue? A nice light blue aura surrounding her. Maybe not all of her. Surrounding her body, most of it. Some of it, most of it. Can't say really. Yes, sirree. Some of it. Just a little bit. Awesome. And maybe cyan area for the, what do you call it up here? There we go. I'm gonna say the only issue with most of this is you can't really see these that well with the yellow getting in the way. The yellow and the pink. Is this the same yellow? No, this is a different yellow area, you fool. Go down. Yellow area. No wonder why it didn't look like anything was happening. Pink. I wonder if that's because light glow. Oh yeah, it's definitely light glow. Not too many in the light glow here, so that should be fine. Also makes me wonder if I should have this... Well, actually, now is a good time to test to see what this looks like if I did, like, overlay. Overlay in 100? Normal in 100? Whoops, don't want to do that. Hard to say, really. Vivid lighting? Now it just looks like it's in bubbles. I could probably do 50% normal, but 50% overlay? Yeah, that works. Spinning blades of death. I would try to get this in, but I don't know how this is going to work. Ow. 50. 150. Just get that around here like so. Get the knife fade in here as well, just because. Okay, good, great. If that is all, then that would mean now we need the sepia. Okay, alright. We're almost done. Not quite, but almost. Put that as like 1,000 for now. Gonna have to Figure out what the sepia is going to look like. Sepia. Alright, let's see. That could work for most of it, but I need to see what yellow looks like here. Gotta be something different in that area. I kept that right. Yeah. But I probably could do something like this. Have something like that for most of it. I could have a nice dark. Maybe this one. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me make sure that this is not completely overtaking it. Makes sense given the situation. And have this one be more yellow, or pinkish, I mean. That shade of pink? Well, that one is brighter. What about this one? That could work. What if I did a different shade of yellow? Two shaded. How about this yellow? Yeah, the one that I use only for one instance. Such a situational thing to use that we're never going to use again. I don't know if I have, let's see what it was. Yeah, what sepia look like. Which one was I? Oh yeah, that one. A nice glow up top. Alright, there we go. I'd say the only other thing that I kind of would want to add is a nice golden aura around Sora. For Guardians, characters, women, Sora. What kind of golden aura, you may ask? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. This is less of magic and more of, oh, that looks cool kind of deal. It doesn't have the same, what do you call it? A nice golden aura surrounding most of her body. Most, not all. Or all, I don't know. Back of the body. You gotta see double S rank at work. I mean, you technically already saw triple S rank at work with Kihan on the last episode, but that's fine. You get to see a double S rank douche over here. If anything, I could probably have... Okay, hold on, let me see if this is aura. Probably do a little bit of this here. Aura connections and whatnot. And then we can probably put some smoke. Quote unquote smoke. Smoke. Probably going to be like a nice white color. And also a nice white fog kind of going downwards. Makes sense, right? You got a Dio-esque fucking look here with this lady. Although she's not as graceful as Dio is, so... Her elegance can be easily broken when she's about to lose. Well, I guess Dio probably also has that same problem, doesn't he? Yep. Yep, sirree. There we go. Okay. Alright, there we have it. Good. Great. This ain't getting published until Sunday, but I can at the very least get these episodes uploaded and in draft format. Awesome. Now I'm just going to reset every single one of my tools back. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just gotta go back to basic swatch. There we go. Okay, good. Well, there you have it, folks. I gotta say, not too bad. I like this one better than the last one, at least. The first five are still pretty good. First one, really good. Second one, decent. Third one, a lot in it. Fourth one, nice. Fifth one, a lot in it, but still pretty nice. Sixth one, it was decent, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, I could probably show you a little bit of it. Here's the sixth episode. Not too bad. I get to see a little bit of the fungal area that I probably could have done more with. Get a little bit of this. I guess because of, this doesn't really have, like, any consistency. It could be whatever it needs to be. Like how it is regal and golden here. Although I guess it's mainly for the blue surrounding that. I'm just showing you these because why the hell not? Just go down memory lane real quick. And episode 5, which does have a nice theme to it. They're dealing with a much more powerful opponent. They're dealing with a less powerful opponent, but still powerful nonetheless. And it looks cool generally all around. You even get to see some of Arya's group as well. You get to visualize what they look like. And then this one, where we get to see Sarah and Abden. First time seeing these two. And we got this thing here. I guess that's kind of like a hole going through there. You got the skeleton up there doing its thing and whatnot. Episode 4. And I think there was a big gap. 49 skipped it and went to 48. See a lot here. I mean, still decent amount. You get to have Ishii in the middle here, so you get to see what he looks like. Get to see Darvin as well, if I can remember his name correctly. These three in action. Tina with her new hammer. These motherfuckers. And then we got episode 2. Which one? 46? Yep, another skipped. Where we got to see Kihana. Also, my camera isn't blocking most of it. It's only blocking the end and Nova Guardian, but that's fine. We get to see Kihana first, and the new recruits as well as their first target. Get to see these guys in full. And remember the guy I've been referring to, Commander Garter. And it's the first episode. The first episode. Still nostalgic. Had a very specific look going on to it. But a lot has changed, though. Got to see the rookie base, the city in the background that we finally got to see. Didn't have the dome thing there, but that's fine. The slime tongue. This is where the event started. Also where you got to see Arya. So if you're wondering where the hell Arya is, this is what she looks like. Looks like a freaking... Almost looks like Orochimaru from this angle. I meant to say angle. But still hot. And then there's Commander Garter, who dies. Gets his head decapitated, as is foreshadowed here. Going through her stomach, as is foreshadowed there, and almost, well, I guess playing there. But, still same thing there. Regardless, then we came up to this. I never would have thought that Nova Guardians would have gotten to this point right here, but I like it. I like how things are going. Despite the time it takes to make these episodes longer than the 22-minute reimagines, that's for certain, I still like the way this series is going. So, anyways, there we go. Memory Lane is finished. So, without further ado... Oh, wait, did I do the with effects, without effects? Just in case, with effects, without effects, yada, yada, yada. Can't remember it. Focused on everything else. Anyways, an hour. Not bad. So, with that being said... Thank y'all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that third playlist, and of course, a previous episode of Art Time right over here. And the most recent episode of Terraria, Noob Edition. Please give that a watch. Give Terraria some love. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Later.